Hi, darlings. Sorry, I'm going to get this into so you can see it. I'm talking about Shazam, the Media Center specials for grades 3 through 5. And we have lots of new books, and so I'm going to be continually telling you about new books so that you have that opportunity, instead of digging through the shelves and not knowing what you're looking for, to have some ideas what to look for. So let's talk about our first book for today, and that is Just in Case, School, Drool, and Other Daily Disasters. Bless little Just in Case's heart. He's not a Greg from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, okay? He's not, but it's in a very similar format of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's writing a journal, and he kind of is a day-to-day kind of sharing of his feelings and his thoughts. Justin is shy, he is introverted, and he's very observant. So he's going to explain a lot to you about his world around him, but in his journal. This one's going to have a much more reflective tone than the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And I know you'd like it, so just try it, okay? And anything with drool in it. It's got to be good. All right, our next one we're going to talk about is Nights at the Lunch Table. Now, this is a series, and this is the first one, and it's the Dodgeball Chronicles. Now, his name is Art, and this is all based on Arthurian legends, okay? So like King Arthur and the Round Table, and this is King Arthur in the making. This is Wart. Anyway, he goes to his first day of school at Camelot Middle School, and he is given a pop quiz by his science teacher, Mr. Merlin, and then he's picked on by this bully, and come to find out, this young man, his name is Artie King, by the way, is kind of the head of a horde who's a dodgeball team, and so he's got to defeat the bully with his dodgeball. You will really like this. It has lots of allusions to Arthurian legends throughout it, and it's just something that I know boys, especially you, are going to really enjoy. It's a graphic novel, so it looks like a comic book, but it has a really great story woven within those pictures. All right, so try it out, but no dodgeball in the cafeteria, okay? And next, we're going to talk about Olivia Kidney Stops for No One. Olivia is 12 years old, and she and her father moved to a brownstone in Manhattan. Manhattan's part of New York, and this apartment is very unique. First of all, it has a lagoon in the living room, and these mysterious strangers come at night, and they entertain them. And on top of that, this apartment is supposedly very close to the spirit world. So if you like a little bit of a ghost story, and also a little bit of laughter, this is a definite story for you. Next, What Planet Are You From, Clarice Bean? Now this is a picture book, but remember, picture books are for everyone, and they're definitely your grade level. They wouldn't be read necessarily by younger students because it's too hard for them. Clarice Bean, first of all, thinks that gravity is a waste. She'd rather be able to fly, okay? She has to do a science project in her science class and decides, after seeing her brother start crying and can't even, well, he doesn't cry, but he can't eat, she believes, because a tree is being chopped down. She becomes an eco-warrior. What I really love about this book is it talks about things that are serious. How do we save our world around us? How do we do that and take care of things? But it also looks at it in a humorous way. So you will get a good laugh out of this, plus learn some valuable lessons. So you might be on the same planet as Clarice Bean. Next, we're going to talk about some series books, meaning there's lots of different books within the series. The first one is The Sisters Grimm. Many of you, I know, have read this. I know Mrs. Grubbs has had it in her classroom, and Mrs. Cole as well. I think it was Mrs. Cole. I might have that backwards. But anyway, there's several books. We have them all now in the Media Center. And it starts out with these two young ladies, and they're orphans. And they think their grandmother is dead, but she's not. And they're sent to live with her. And then the adventure begins, one after another. And the first one is called The Fairy Tale Detectives. This one I know you'll love. So it appeals to everyone, and I really encourage you to. I didn't know about this until last year, and they are addictive. So check it out. The next series book we're going to talk about is How to Train Your Dragon. And I'm going to read this little line to you about how to train a dragon because I thought it was a great way of describing what this series is. I think there's 10 of them, and we have them in our library. One of them is titled like How to Speak Dragonese. They have great titles. But listen to this. Gross is the word for this wildly enjoyable comic fantasy that takes the old heroic Norse battle myths and covers them in slime and snot. And I think that is a great way to describe these books. They are, if you'll notice right here, translated from the Old Norse. So these are old myths that were told through generation to generation to generation. And they are changed up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I think you'll really like this. And our character, Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III, he is just a big nerd, bless his little heart, and he's supposed to become the leader of their tribe, per se, and I don't think it's going to happen. Next is The Lost Hero, and this is definitely for my Percy Jackson fans. So if you like The Lightning Thief, you're going to love The Lost Hero. This is a companion novel. It's a new series. It links to that old series. And we have some new demigods, meaning that they are children of like Zeus or Hera. Or we all know that's not really true, but according to Greek mythology. And in this book, we have some Roman mythology as well, kind of mixed in. But we have new gods, but we also have some appearances of some old ones, old heroes that have come to on another quest and have to solve it. So I know that you like this, and I want you to know that many of my students have come to me and said they like this better than they did the Percy Jackson series, which is hard for me to believe because I love the Percy Jackson series. But I'd love to hear from you. So in the meanwhile, come visit the Media Center and check one of these out. All right? Remember, darlings, that reading makes you smart. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.